Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to this weekly Forex Live with Evan FX. Welcome to every single one of you. I'm happy to have you here. What I'm going to go through today is dollar, yen, gold, oil, Netcast, whatever pairs you want me to cover. So please bring them to the table of what pairs you want me to cover. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. We are going to go fast, hard, and straightforward today. It's going to be a short live. It's going to be good live, but short and pretty fantastic. It is not a good day to do lives on today, but here we are. Not sponsored by Coca-Cola, but cheers, mate. Thank you everyone who has joined here today. I am really appreciative of every single one of you. So here we have Joe, we have Richard, we have Muhammad. Very much welcome. So I just want to mention that I did a live earlier today on the YouTube membership. Some people are like, oh, I can't access. Well, it is paid and it's cost $5 or whatever a month, $14 a month. As it's different. And after this one, in a couple 2 hours, I'm going to be having a Zoom meeting with the mentorship students, where we are basically going to go through questions and answers just for us, so that you guys are also very much covered, because weekly forecast is apparently the most important thing you guys want me to cover. So here we are. Woohoo! If you guys didn't want that, I wouldn't have been here. There is other crises to take care of today. So that is good. So happy day, hoo-hoo, waiting in time, yes, Bo. You like going fast and hard on the weekends, don't you? Well, it is fast and hard, and I woke up with a Duracell rabbit. So, yeah. So today we are going to go Duracell Canin, like this one, like these commercials here. We're going to go fast, hard, and we are last forever. That's what I'm going to do today. So, yo, hey, buddy. How is Kenya treating you? Cool as usual? Yeah, cool as usual. Is interesting, by the way. Is good. What else? James Pound Swissy, Aussie New Zealand yen. Hi, Evan. Hope everything is well. Pound Aussie Pro. All right. Everything was a slow week. I don't know what you got. Where were you, Buzzy, on Friday? Let's go to DXY. First of all, sorry, US 10. First of all, this is a risk. Well, wait a minute. So this one going higher is risk what? Risk off. And then this one going down is risk on. And this one's going lower again is risk on. Right? Right, Joe? I don't have a mountain brain at the moment, but it's apparently. So risk on. Is that a risk on? Yeah. No, it's going opposite, so then they are buying it. Whatever. So going into dollar this week, what I wanted to see and say is, first of all, I wanted to check away that. First of all, we did not break this high. Okay. Lower yields is risk on. Cool, then I'm right. So also, this is also number 2. This is risk on Friday. Were we expecting this? Was this out of the blue? Well, if we go and look at our take profit for the month on the DXY, we went almost to take profit for the month. Almost. Not too far. On the weekly, we went almost to take profit for the month, for the week. So, was it out of the blue? Maybe not. The other thing that came out yesterday, like on Friday, was the Michigan. Was it Michigan? Chicago, Michigan Consumer Confidence, what was expected to be at 80, it came out at 70. Well, boom. Oh. So American economy is not as, consumers are not as confident as they were supposed to be. All right? So that's what happened to the US dollar weakness on Friday. Is this going to continue, this US dollar weakness? Well, that comes down to your fundamental bias. What is it going to be? Is it going to be bullish? Is it going to be bearish? That is going to color your next moves. Because what I want to say is this is your sell, this is your buy. And you're kind of just in, or resistance and support. You're kind of in between. You're either not at resistance or at support. So it's a bad beginning of the week. So we kind of have to come to a conclusion of where do we go? Are we going to go down? Are we going to go up? Or what are you going to do at those prices? Are you going to sell? Are you going to buy? That's up to you. The other thing is, yeah, it's a difficult ending of the week. I would say it's not like straightforward. Let's just sell it straight out of Monday. Let's buy straight out of Monday. At least not here. It means that the Fed will continue stimulating the economy, and Fed interprets low yields as low inflation. Okay. That is better explanation than I have, but okay. So, coming into NASDAQ, what happened on Friday? That was higher. That was also risk on. What happened on S&P 500? Also risk on. I'm not saying that what we happened back in 1987 is going to happen again, but I don't like this parabolic thing without any pullback whatsoever. Well, I guess it is supposed to go higher. In tapering season, it still goes higher, so it's not really, it's not a reason for why we should, but it could lead to taking some profit off when we are realizing we're going to taper. That has not happened in any shape or form, because that, my friend, is a tapering decision or tapering mentions, and we have not fallen. So, that information did not stock market care about at any single moment. What was that about? 16th of July? I can't remember, but who cares, said the bears. Anyways, Australian dollar, US dollar, we have a range. Congratulations, we have ranges. We have sell, we have buys. Whatever I'm going to say, this video is only for education purposes, not financial advice, whatever. I'm saying is only my personal opinion. Whatever money you invest in for the forex market, any market whatsoever, could be lost at any given time. So don't be worried. So Kiev one says pound Aussie. I'm going to do pound Aussie at some point in this life, but not now. It is not the most required. It's not where most people are interested. And if you feel like I am not covering, well, I will. Don't worry. But there's not any reason to mention too many times because I have seen it already, and I'm going to go from top to bottom of the comment section. So if you say it twice, it doesn't really add any more entries to it. It only adds more late, makes it more late because I will talk about you. Then it will take even longer before I come to you. Your voice is quite down. JK Marcus, I feel like I'm pretty high up. Okay, so resistance support. I want this to break higher at some point, but that is not happening at the moment with lockdowns, COVID, China not doing too well. So if it breaks lower, well, that's your opportunity. At the moment, have some patience, and wait for something to happen. Euro New Zealand. Is this a good pair? Is this a good trading opportunity? Is this good? Well, if we add some weekly, monthly, and then we take away maybe some of the labels. No, maybe not. Cool. So my point is, this is to take profit at 1733, 1730. That's a price to take profit of. So what happened on Friday? I think what happened on Friday was that we are in the market, and all of a sudden they got a reason to take profit. That's what it did. Where are we going to go? For sellers, I think they're still going back up to this level, as I mentioned, DXY at 1850, give or take, some change there, and then take it lower. So maybe 1840, by the way. That is kind of an area you would look to short. So right now you're just chilling it. If you are a buyer, by the way, you would go down to weekly. You would go down to this price, and then you will look into 1 hour, and then you would say, what is going on here? You're saying, wow, is it amazing? And then you're just going to say at around 1775 or 1750. Sounds like good prices to take it back up again. That is an aggressive move. Is your first support, okay, second support. So it's still aggressive, but I would probably say that's a better buy, technically. But before everyone comes and hates on me, This is a bearish market. We took bearish profit target. We are not having higher highs. Only short term. Only on Friday was a higher high. So, yeah. Why is it not short on the weekly? Because we have it to take month to take profit already. You are not at resistance. You are in the middle of somewhere. You have to take profit on early in the month. That could counter trend. And if you are short already on Euro USD, you should be out. If you have another order in that you're also keeping from south at around 1900, 18 something above 1850, you are supposed to be break even though. So that should not be a problem for you. That is what I've taught you ever since, I don't know, since I was born. So if you are a short, you should have got out if you of one half of your position. The other half should be break even and you should not be worried. Do you think USD will weaken anytime soon? I think that it can, but I increasingly think that as long as the Fed is thinking of tapering at some point during January 2022, I think that's going to lead to. I think the reaction so far has been dollar bullishes. If that is a thing that I like, not necessarily, I think American economy is improving and should lead to dollar weakness. But that's that. So, boss. Oh yeah, we are boss. I don't have any boss mode here today. I don't have my glasses here. Are we okay on that, Joe? Do you agree upon that analysis there? We can then find the COT report for dollar. Where is it? US dollar coming in on the COT report this week. We have more shorts coming in on the managed asset managers. That is great. That means we have a small dip in a big uptrend on dollar bullishness. You're my boss. Yes, boss. Yes, sir. Let's go. Okay. New Zealand dollar, I just jumped up on because that is a key important fundamental event this week. It is an RB and Z meeting where we are expecting at least 0.5 interest rate, like up 0.25 or 25 basis points, depending on how you want to say it. We're going to go up to half. Is it 0.5%? 0.5% interest rate. So that is important. That not necessarily is not going to move the market. But according to these analysts in this world, the future projection of whatever of interest rate into the future is going to send either New Zealand, depending on if it's going to be more bullish or more bearish than what the expectations are already. So I thought some expectations of New Zealand having 1.25% interest rate by next year, summer next year. So that also means that we need to be at 1% by the end of the year, somewhere around there, give or take something. So that is important. They say that the market has already priced in the rate hike, but not the future ones. So pivot points are fairly compressed. Well, that's because they've been range bound. So if you bought them to this week, bought them to last week, bought them to the other week, we should be still having some bullish trade plans and some bullish trades in. The other thing that I want you to think of, if you are a seller of New Zealand dollar and bullish of US dollar, there is no place for you at the moment to sell. Your lower low has failed from August, so if you're thinking of selling it, there is no good place to sell this right. What causes the compression? The cost of compression is range-bound activities in the previous period. If that's the month, if that's the week, that's a different case. What do you think? Would you think New Zealand would pull back then go up? Yeah. Also, I don't want it to go lower, but it can. But that's not favorable for what I want to see. I want to see a breakout before the RBNC meeting. And then RBNC meeting is going to send this one higher. That's what I want to see. So if we go lower, that is not gonna make me happy. Boss, net dollar increased last week. No, it didn't. Like, where did you, like, what kind of ice did you have last week, bro? This one, asset managers added shorts. And then if you use the COT, purely COT, not including futures, is that legacy? Is that what you're looking at, maybe? That is, if so, if it's marginal more on the non-commercial side, marginal more. But yes, but both added, by the way. Yeah, both added, I would say, more than anything else. But eyes on FOMC. So there is an FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday. We can go through the economic calendar for this upcoming week. We can just find these upcoming week. This week, cool. So, what is important to look out for? I will mark it out for you. Okay? We have industrial China production, importante. We have RBI meeting minutes, importante. We have unemployment rate out of pound. That could send the pound up or down depending on how that goes. We have GDP out of euro. We have retail sales out of America. We have CPI, PPI for the most of it the week, and RBNZ meeting statement at 4 a.m. my time, I think it is. Am I going to binge that one? I probably should be awake for that one. That could be fun. I'm going to be live? Nah. But I'm going to be dead tired by that time. So, anyways, GDP, CPI, CAD CPI, Aussie unemployment. So this week, someone says it was light. I think this is the most important week of them all. Like, we have CPIs across the world, we have unemployment across, we have FOMC meeting minutes. We have like it's a whole package. So in news, you just have to keep your tongue together. Don't bite it. Right? So if anyone sees anything happening behind me, like if you hear any sounds, please tell me because I can't hear it. But because yeah, sometimes I hear the sounds that I don't necessarily. Is there any people in the room? There's supposed to be nobody at home. There's supposed to be nobody at home. Okay? So tell me. Yes, sir. So, euro. Buy prices at 17.50 if you want to. Sell prices around 18.50. It's a 100 pip difference at the moment. I won't sell Euro USD at the current price. That is a pretty bad idea. That's true. Invest. What am I checking out? Investor. Yeah, correction is still live, but still cool. So, yeah. Joe, did you die? So, pound dollar, which is probably the most disappointment in this family. We all have that similar as the disappointment of the family. This one is one. And if you didn't understand, that was a joke. I have tried for many years to ask my mom, who is the favorite kid in the family? And she wouldn't say nothing. And she would say, I asked her, who was an accidental kid like? Surprise. Everyone. Apparently. So, yeah. So, short. Nothing to buy yet. There's no pullbacks. So, if you are a shorter here, you're like, maybe I should take profit. Maybe I should get out. Yeah, that's a valid point. If it breaks above these highs here, I would say that is not bearish anymore. Are you going to buy it? I don't know. Maybe around 80, like 38, 38.30. I don't know. If it goes back down there, that's not a good idea, is it? Either. Like, if it falls down there, I'll be like, ooh, that's not good, is it? So maybe we can expect a higher high, maybe? That's a better idea? Yeah. Interesting, by the way. So, for everyone who is here today, I'm just going to mention that to you. Please, for as long as I can, Please be here until the end. I've removed all the links to anything I can. I've removed all the links to all of these things that I'm supposed to get paid for. I have removed the monetization of this video. I've also removed, any branding. So today is all for free. You're welcome. Because somebody was saying, "Hey man, you do this only to get paid. This is what you're just exploiting us." Jeez. So yeah, now they can't say that I'm earning any money off YouTube because I'm not earning any YouTube money. So yeah, haters are gonna hate anyways, I guess. So cool. The other question here is, how can you trade this? Higher high, higher low. If you're selling, you shouldn't add sells, but you can take profit of your sells. Maybe that's maybe your choice, but I wouldn't be too happy with this if I was a seller. You like my lives? Thank you very much. Amazing. Should I go into what do you call it? Acting, not acting like those voiceover. You have one chance. What one chance, one man is gonna save the world. Probably not enough bass in this room, but still. So we have pound yen. We're still falling, but will this be the end? Investor says, "Give us a signal." I will give you a signal. Wake up! That's the signal. It's the wake up signal. Stop being stupid. That's the signal is. Yeah. Is it at support? Good question, Mr. James. So James, is it support? Yes, but it's not a good support because it's falling pretty hard. It has not reversed, which is an important indication of your trading strategy. You need a higher high, higher low before you can start buying again. So you might have an entry maybe in here, maybe. So at the moment, no. Don't worry. Don't buy now. Okay, I'm not going to give you any advice. So, sorry. I wouldn't, personally, add any buys here. Okay? There you go. I wouldn't. But you can do whatever you want. But imagine a Forex trader with a... Get ready to rumble! Like me, I need to learn how, Cena, is that this guy? Apparently, VVE is very popular. I don't know. I don't watch it anyways, but yeah. Or The Rock. Because I don't want to have the voice of Kevin Hart. So it's just... It's actually quite funny. Anyways, people, I just need to have a... Oh, whoops, that was the wrong thing, to be honest. That was the wrong thing to show you today. Audio library. And then we have to go to, start. Is there anyone start here? And I just need to... Because the... I just need to check out something. Something is going on. Sorry about that, mate. Yeah, there was an intruder in this house, by the way. So just needed to check out that it was not an enemy. All right. So where are we? You saw me, Dan. You saw me jumping, investor. That's funny. Anyways, so pound yen. Is it a good support? No, it's not a good support. It's a support, yes, but it's not a support I would buy up. Okay. Then are you going to sell here? No, you're not going to sell here. So you're going to sell at somewhere around 50, 150 to 60, give or take, right? So you're going to be very strategic of where you're going to look for sells, where you're going to look for buys. That is weekly, right? Good. Then sells bearish. So I think pound yen is going to go higher at some point. It is just not higher high now. So I'm going to be waiting, okay? I'm going to be waiting. Waiting here for you. That's what I'm going to do, okay? So here we are, 25 people. And I'm like, thank you very much. Boom. I love that. So if you are thinking of buying it, I wouldn't until it's a higher high. If you're thinking of shorting it, I would not short it until it comes up to 152.60, as I mentioned. Okay, cool. Boom. Bada bing. Boom. Hello, Denise. How are you today? How are you today? Boom. How are you today? Are you well? Is America still treating you well? Is it still a heat wave over there? USD CAD, by the way. So, question. Where is USD CAD? Where is USD CAD going? Who can tell me where USD CAD is going? Is it going to go higher or is it going to go lower? Because, by the way, I do not know where this was going to go. I think this is just somewhere in between somewhere, and it's not going anywhere. So, can you tell me? This is a range. Yes. 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 Oui, oui. So what is your opinions, people? What is your opinions? Do we have a range? Do we have another range? Do we have a D range? You had a ton of rain. Very humid. Well, that's better than I have. I have no rain. Well, not today at least. It was raining this week, so but I was thunder and lightning took up my power. Cheers. So USD CAD has no movement whatsoever on the CAD. On the COT, it is taking profit. So it is going nowhere this week. And as you can see here, we're falling, and then a bit up, and then range. So I guess that's what happens on CAD. Wait for confirmation, but all has dropped and CAD has not moved. Yeah. With regard to US oil, by the way, which was a fantastic success this year, I am still thinking as long as you have to look at CPI numbers, okay? You have to look at OPEC. And you have to look at the demand and supply of that OPEC is trying to control. And then there was these, oil demand that was like this week or something, and it was not good. And then Vactay, Northern House, maybe this week. I think it was this week. Like there were like the view on the demand was not good basically for the future. So that is not good. And then now we are coming down to an equilibrium where demand and supply is meeting each other. So Saudi Arabia has tried to keep it lower than demand, so the price still increases, but they might need to lower their inventories again. So we forecast larger than previous expected world petroleum inventory draws in 2021 and larger inventory builds in 2022. The changes are mostly driven by forecast changes to production from OPEC and Russia as a result of the recent OPEC meeting. Concerns about the decreased demand because of increase in COVID have recently driven crude prices down. which has offset some initial price increases due to larger inventory draws. As a result, our crude prices oil forecast remains mostly unchanged from July STO. However, we have revised down our forecast for total world petroleum production. Okay, so first of all, what are we expecting for this 2021? Are we expecting US oil to go up for this year? Or are we expecting it to go down? I'm expecting it to go up. So, I had one job that was shorted 1st of August. That was boom, boom. Fantastic on that one. Then, the question becomes, is this a buy price? If you go into the weekly forecast, no pivot, that is a central pivot. That's a good price. As long as we don't dip below 66.70, I'm good to go. Higher. Boom, boom, boom. Now, August can be a bit challenging. We could dive into a range and then wait for something and then boom in September. I need to have that open. Next BOC meeting is 18th of September. 8th of September. Cool. So that's not too far off. Okay, cool. So, was that everything? Maybe, maybe not. But I am only going to look for buys from now on. So if it falls, I'll be like, adios amigos, mi miranda, Guajeri, something like that. Anticipation still continue to taper. And yes, well, since the tapering message has been delivered, that was 15th of June, we have actually fallen, which is actually pretty interesting, actually. So, yeah, okay. But also demand driven by lack of demand or lower demand. So where do we think this is going to go in the end? Even if it drops lower, I think we're still going to go higher. But the question that I want to ask myself is $76 the peak? Is it the peak of that the market has priced in since it's gone so bullish? Is that the peak and that's what is priced in and that's what gold did and how oil did it, where it has priced in the maximum inflation that it think it's going to do, and then because we're going to have less inflation for the next years but still have inflation, and if that is what they priced in, that is what I need to still think of and have inside my brain. All right, cool, amazing. So okay, I want this to go higher. We have a higher low here, good. Not any lower lows, that is great. And then continuation higher. Stop loss should probably be below this here, 66.73, and then higher. And then we shall see how things goes. Euro New Zealand will probably fall more because of weak euro, but also a stronger New Zealand. So I am so far only a seller in this market. So is that a good opportunity? Probably one of the better opportunities that I would see in this market on the New Zealand's. New Zealand yen is another one that I expect to go higher either now or tomorrow or the next upcoming days. So if you are thinking, hey, is this support? Hey, Aaron, New Zealand yen, I am there. We are on the same page, bro. So we need to establish something. What is the trend? The trend is higher. And where do we want us to go? Bias equals higher. Is it at support? Yes. So, what are we waiting for? I would say that on Monday or tomorrow or today, that this is a good place to start buying. Are you going to? That is your decision. But if it falls below this low here, I might not be so interested. But generally speaking, this is something that I would look forward to have. Tuesday, New Zealand has their rate decision decisions. Yes, that is absolutely true, Denise. And it is absolutely crucial and important for New Zealand and for the future pricing in of future interest rates. Buying up to looks to me tight as L, pretty good, right? Fantastic. Euro yen is not of the same. Well, by the way, sorry. And then the target, Mr. Aaron? I don't know. Well, 79, 80, maybe 80. Can we give it 80 now? Yeah, we give it 80. Let's see how things goes. Remember, we did start off at M2 of the month, so yeah, good. Good. CAD yen. CAD yen is not necessarily something that I would love to buy. I would want this to go higher high, higher low, then I can buy it. Right now is currently at a lower low, so I am currently saying goodbye to a buy here, and I will say I will wait for this one to turn around. All right, cool, amazing, fantastic. Aussie yen, still no higher high. Want a higher high before this one buying again, because this is technically almost a lower low. Is it a good buy? Joe, would you buy that one? Would you buy it? That's kind of what I'm asking myself. Should I buy it? I probably shouldn't, so I'll just save myself the stress of it. So where should be a buyer this week? Euro looks to be a good buy. New Zealand looks to be a good buy. USD CAD, no. Aussie, no. Yen, Aussie yen, no. CAD yen, no. Pound yen, no. Euro yen, no. New Zealand yen, yeah. So that is EU, NU, and J that I would probably most look into if I was a buyer. Aussie New Zealand. Since we're now going into the more weirdo ones, I will do pound Aussie first, since Mr. So who was it? Claire Fun says that first. So pound Aussie, here we are, little brother. So where do you want it to go? I don't know, probably left or wrong, so I'm sorry. But where do you want it to go? Please come back and say that what you wanted to go. And if I don't tell me where you wanted to go, I'll ask you so tomorrow before I even look at it. So because right now we have a range. So does it break below? Does it break higher? What does it do? It probably is influenced by pound. Pound should, in my case, want to go higher. It should fall, by the way, but I want it right now to go higher. It all depends on the unemployment rate on Tuesday. Unemployment rate on Tuesday. That is what I'm expecting to send pound up or down. Okie dokie. What's the target, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, we are having targets at around, that was be weekly, monthly, all. We're currently in the sell zone, just hooving around. Buyers hasn't really gotten what they wanted, so I would say buyers going down to 85, 90, and then up to 93. Sellers are hoovering and not very strong, so I think that is the only, currently is the best options, either at 87.20 or 85.90. You're welcome. Aussie New Zealand is another one that is pretty weird, so I would just do it very fast. If I can do it even faster and faster. Nobody has asked about the Swissies. No Swissies today. Pound Swissy was asked for, I think, earlier today. But Aussie New Zealand, still short. Still short. And I even made a trade plan there. Oh, look at me making a trade plan here. Almost went to it. Almost. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Almost went to that sell price. Sorry. But other than that, it's pretty range bound at the moment. So yeah, but yeah, look for resistance, look for short, look for lower low, and then continue lower. Could look at Eurosy, please. I am about to go in there too. Okay, cool, interesting. Okay, interesting. We are coming back to support. That's supposed to hold resistance. I think it can still fall, by the way. Thinking of those twos. Yeah. I would still look for the short side though. I don't know what kind of positions you have, but this is a difficult one. Difficult. Um, Especially with, well, when you come down to this area, you shoot up, that's great. And then you come back down again and it doesn't shoot up. You come back down again, doesn't shoot up. Well, past performance doesn't indicate the future result, but I think the buyers are weak at the moment. Okay, cool, interesting, fun, amazing, boom. 15 likes straight, that's good. So, going into Swissies, and I want to do USD Swissy. We have had resistance at 192.40, give or take, 92.50. We went up strongly and then fell back down again. Okay? How do you do this one? This is a difficult one because you actually have resistance up here and you have support down here. So where are you in the meantime? Is that something to play off? No, we don't do that, okay? That is not how to play it off. So you just wait for your bias to come to whatever, either here or here. And then you have to look for reversals and all those things like double top, higher high, higher low, or double bottom or double top, something like that, in the reversal on a small time frame, and it has to hold these prices. Other than that, nah. You've seen Swissy, another one that I think should be good to buy. I don't know about Swissy though. I know about New Zealand. I know about Swissy, if that is now done with this absolutely one-directional trading. But maybe if it does resume, it might be something to look into. But what prices did it hit? It hit 65, and it hit weekly as well. Did it hit weekly take profit as well? Yeah, so that's the reason. So right now it's just coming down to a buy price of 64.48 or 64.20, and then going higher. Good. Okay, cool. If it goes below 64.10, I wouldn't be too interested in it. Okay, cool. Interesting. Oh, that's a bad fall. First of all, we hit the weekly target. OOP. Down again. This is another buy opportunity, by the way. But that is not a good one. That is not a good price action, by the way, people. That is not good price action. Ooh, nope. That is a definite range. So please take care. Take care, please. Okay, take care. I would not trade this market. High momentum on GC, yes, but on either direction, but it's still like it's confined in a 300 range. So have fun range trading, by the way, people. That's the only thing I can say there, though. Oh, your Swissy is really falling at the moment. Interesting. Cat Swissy, yeah, going to Cat Swissy as well, but interesting. Is it? Did it take profit? It hit profit target here. It hit target profit here, and then it falls. Okay. Like, it is what it is, I guess. Like, I can't do anything about it, do I? And then we need to go to this monthly. Yeah. Whatever, I guess. I can't decide if that is bullish or bearish. It's just too much for me. Okay, so that is support. Has to hold. If it goes lower, then out. It's dangerous trading, but I guess it goes trading. I wouldn't trade it because it's very, either we go this way or we go this way, and we don't really know where we're stopping. As you can see here, it stops a bit here, or it stops a bit here. That's actually quite understandable, but still. And then it goes way lower, and then it stops. Yeah, it's a bit random. Yeah, so I would call that difficult too, but still. Either to the upside here or coming back up here and then short it down again from around 73.50 or buying around 7300. Gold gang, gold gang. Okay. Last thing right now, gold gang. Peel, gold. We're going into gold. I think I have covered most of the things that I wanted to cover today. Pound Aussie has been covered. Gold, please. Mohammed, please tell me which one you wanted. James says Pound Swissy, Aussie New Zealand, New Zealand Yen. All of those are covered. Pound Aussie is covered. Been a slow week. I don't know what Abu has been long. Euro dollar, Tommy Lee has been covered. New Zealand dollar. That is also something. Wood cost and compression. Eyes on FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday. We love you. Thank you very much. Give us a signal. Haven't done that. Yeah, cool. So this week is New Zealand week, says Ahmad. I would probably agree. Aaron says thank you. You're welcome. Okay. So if you're interested in gold, please give your thumbs in the comment section. Your gold comments are very much appreciated. If you go hashtag gold, is it gold gang? Gold diggers? I think it's gold diggers actually. Mine are gold diggers, by the way. So if you are into gold, interesting. So I don't know if I've said this, but I can say it very clearly now. Of course, it's always now. Of course, I should have said it earlier. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But if I said, and I should have said, and I will say in the future, that this market here, take a photo. Okay? Take a photo. So what happened? The market moved lower. Reason? None. They just felt like it. So it equals a shock. There is no fundamental reason, no reason. What did we do? We went to target. We went to take profit. This is take profit here. So, what do you do in such situations? Well, you have to see for the shock to be done, and then it consolidates and then went to higher high. So that here, my friend, is your buy. Not in this area. I'm not going to say you should have done it well, but I'm saying take this as a learning opportunity. Okay? I don't know if I said it should be a buy, should be a seller, should just be waiting. Well, I'm sorry if I was too conservative in this case, but this, my friend, is your reason to buy. Now, should you have sold this level as this is a lower low, lower high? You could, by the way, and you should be at a break even or not at many losses. Goldberg. Yeah, so if I don't have a lot of people, just 3 people going in gold, only happy days, and Abel, come on, there's more people than that wants gold, isn't it? Then you're kind of waiting for price to come a bit lower. Right now, it's very elevated. So, can you catch it now? Yes, you can if you want to, but I'm not going to guarantee that's a profitable way of doing it. I would then add my pivot points and say, weekly, that you should be a buyer down at a 1750. If it doesn't come down there, leave it alone. I'm sorry. All right? So, gold diggers are still sleeping and still in the mine. I think it's also very interesting to look at what happened on the COT report, by the way, of managed money. Tons of new shorts, tons of buyers taking profit. We are almost at equilibrium here, people. We're almost at equilibrium on the managed money on gold. So we have lost a ton of buyers on gold, and we have increased a lot of sellers on gold, going into the non-commercials as well. Ton of extra buys, and not some extra buys as well. Ton of extra shorts, some buys as well. But yeah, we have lost a ton of buyers. Where am I going? We have lost a ton of buyers. That is basically it. We were at the high of 279,000 net. Now we are only at 168. Okay, cool, interesting. Where do you think it's going to go? I think we have head resistance at 1800. Just saying that for purposes, and then probably take profit around 1830, and then wait for another pullback. But as long as we have continuation higher, you are allowed to buy it. Though I said earlier that I'm going to be cautious about gold. I am still very cautious about gold. I don't think this is a play anymore for retail traders. Just let those manage money, those pension funds battle themselves out, make themselves tired, and then we can come back when it is way more easier to trade this one. Says Mohammed, I really like gold buy area. Thank you very much. You're welcome. So, I am going to be out of here anytime second, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Hope you're going to have a fantastic week. I mentioned where I'm going to be a buyer this week, or what I'm going to do this week. If you are a mentorship student, well, now comes the payment side. If you're a mentorship student, I will be on a Zoom meeting with you guys in 1 hour from now. And I know there's some of you here. I'm going to take your questions. Sometimes we do the Zoom meeting 1 and it went to 4 a.m. Not because we had a lot to talk about, because we had plenty of fun. That's what trading should be about, fun. And then other times it's just a 10-minute video I'm supposed to make, and then you guys can come after me and ask me questions after I made that video. But I'm not going to make that video today. I'm just going to film the thing, and then there we go. Cool. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope that you have a fantastic day. I hope you have lots of profits. I immensely love you guys. And by the way, I made this live today, non-monetized, didn't have any ads. Hope you appreciate that. So please give it a like, give it a comment, and give it a subscription. Anytime. Bye.